If a person possesses these three qualities, it signifies that they genuinely love you. Often, individuals seek someone who claims to love them and wonder whether that claim is genuine or not. People frequently ponder and on many occasions realize when they've been deceived, betrayed, or misled. Hence, how to determine whether someone truly loves them. I'd like to discuss 3 key indicators with you today. The first indicator is that they won't doubt you. Remember, someone who truly loves you won't have doubts about your actions. They won't place undue restrictions on you or try to control you. In many instances, in a toxic or male-dominated society, some men use controlling behavior and justify it by saying that they're doubting or restricting their partner because they love them. However, this behavior is considered controlling, which means they're exerting control over the other person, imposing restrictions and trying to hinder them. If you've ever loved someone, you'd know that when you genuinely love someone, you trust them completely and don't have any doubts about their actions. When someone doubts you, it often means that they are afraid you might discover their infidelity or deceit. Hence, they resort to controlling behavior. He doubts you. He also engages in character assassination and attempts to control you. Furthermore, he justifies his negative behavior by claiming that he truly loves you, even though it's not the case. To rationalize his negative actions, he insists that his love for you is genuine. Consequently, you encounter content that attempts to justify such behavior, suggesting that if someone doubts you, controls you, or imposes restrictions on you, it means they don't want to share you with anyone else. It's important not to underestimate the intelligence of the person you love, assuming that they can be easily deceived. As I mentioned earlier, when a cheater tricks someone to deceive them, they themselves harbor doubts that they might be deceived in return. They don't want to be deceived by anyone else. Although this is not necessarily the case. Even if one person cheats, it doesn't mean everyone will. Cheating typically occurs for specific reasons, but the other person may not be willing to understand this. They might believe that if they can be cheated, anyone can deceive them, which isn't necessarily true. The other person possesses their own wisdom and discernment. He has certain needs, and there are certain things you place in front of him. You engage in love bombing, which might compel him to cheat, but he doesn't cheat on everyone. Another significant aspect of a true lover is that they don't stay angry with you for an extended period. There can be moments of anger in a relationship. Whether something good or bad occurs, naturally there are emotions involved. Regardless of how it unfolds, whether he's truly in love or not, whether he's in a relationship or a situation with you, if there's something he dislikes, he may become angry. However, a genuinely loving person can't remain angry for an extended duration. Those who give the silent treatment, which I refer to as silent torture, and withdraw for many months, not speaking, avoiding communication for weeks, such a person doesn't possess true love. If they claim otherwise, they are lying. You see, just as a person needs food to sustain themselves and love, one person regards another as their sustenance. He has a psychological hold over you. And if that person doesn't reach out to you or talk to you, you must have noticed the toll it takes on your mental state. You become anxious, experience pain, lose sleep, lose your appetite, and remain restless. This psychological control the other person has over you is undoubtedly a part of their manipulation. True love is not about such manipulation. So now you understand that if you feel the need to connect, but the other person doesn't reciprocate or is intentionally avoiding you, what does it signify? They are playing mind games, and those who genuinely love each other cannot remain angry for long. I have observed that they cannot sleep at night, they feel restless, and they will eventually reach out to you. If a person is not contacting you and uses anger as an excuse, even if they are not deceitful, they are looking for reasons to be upset with you. Even a minor issue can trigger their anger, and they disappear. This behavior is a form of manipulation, and it is a widespread occurrence. People employ dark psychology to achieve their ends, whether you made a small mistake or not. They use excuses to distance themselves and then subject you to months of mental torment. What you truly desire is emotional connection, for that person to reach out to you, converse with you, and pay attention to you. They withhold these things, leaving you with nothing. Those who maintain prolonged anger are also making false claims. A genuine person cannot stay angry for so long. Remember, how can a sincere person remain angry? They wouldn't want to avoid talking to you. They wouldn't be able to control themselves. Let them try to restrain themselves for 1, 2, 3, or 4 days. How long can they endure it? How long can he subject himself to such mental torment? The moment you get in touch with him or he reaches out to you, the connection ends. Genuine individuals do this when there's no contact between them due to anger or misunderstandings. If the contact is severed, they immediately seek to re-establish it. They don't subject you to the silent treatment or torture. Someone who truly loves you doesn't stay angry for long. The third significant trait of someone who genuinely loves you is that they will make time for you, regardless of how busy they are. When many people complain that they're not getting enough time from someone, pay attention to where that person says, "I'm busy." They might be in university or at work, but there are still moments when they can communicate with you. They can chat with you from the restroom or respond to you while driving. If a person wants to stay in contact with you, they'll find a way to do so. They can call you during breaks or while on the move. However, someone who truly loves you won't subject you to the torment of silence. In the initial stages of a relationship, people often engage in love bombing, showering you with attention to draw you in. But a genuine person's heart remains consistent. They continue to communicate with you even after the initial excitement. As I mentioned earlier, love is like food. When someone receives it, they gain strength and energy. So if someone truly loves you, they won't stay disconnected for long. When people claim they are busy, consider how long one can remain truly busy. It can be 1 day, it can be 2 days, it cannot be more than this. If a person is absent for a long time, he does not give you time. This means that he is not true, he is playing mind games, he is playing manipulation with you, he is using dark psychology. It is very important to understand this. In large numbers, people say that I am very busy. No matter how busy a person is, he stays in touch. If a person does not stay in touch and says I love you, these two things do not match. Remember, I repeatedly say that psychology is a science of behavior. It is not a science of words. When a person talks, does the behavior match or not? It is very easy. It is not rocket science to understand someone's psychology. It is very easy. The person who is saying, whether he is doing it or not, whether his words and actions match or not. If a person says something and does something, then there is no truth. If you follow someone's words, you will be deceived all your life. You will be cheated. You will have tears in your eyes. Your heart will ache. Your nights will be full of anxiety. If you look at people's actions, look at their behavior. What is he doing in practice? For example, if a person claims to love you, but he does not stay in touch, he is busy. What are the preferences? In large numbers, people say that work is preferred. Love is the first preference. If a person truly loves, if he does not get the food of love, it does not work. In large numbers, they say that I can earn millions, but because of whom I have a relationship, he is not giving me his food. He is not giving me the food of his love or giving. Because of that, it is not working. What I used to do is not happening. So try to understand this too. The mental food you get, another person gives you time. He does not make excuses for his business. Take care of yourself.